Hi, and welcome to this intro to the rvdtw performance tracker for Macs. This software is experimental, but you can play around with it, and I hope you will. rvdtw is a real-time audio alignment tool, which can be used for several things. Here we look at automatic accompaniment. So this is the help file for the Macs object. Just have to start the audio. Select the sound source and use a backing track that you've already recorded. We'll be using a drum track in this case. Now this help patch is built so that we can record a reference track in time to the backing track that we've just loaded. To do that, we press the spacebar. Now that we've got the reference track recorded, we can go and load the accompaniment and the reference track or the score track into the object. And we can also save this reference as a text score. So next time we won't have to play it again, we'll just load it from the text file. Now we can start playing. Okay, I can hear what you're saying. Those didn't really sound like real drums anymore. Well, we'll deal with that later. Right now, let's get to something more interesting. Let's load a different drum track. And again, we press the spacebar and record our reference. Now I'm leaving this part empty, so that in the live performance we can improvise. We can play what we want as long as we want. And the drums should adapt. Now let's do this ending riff. Okay, and now let's get creative. Again, we load the accompaniment and the score. What I'm gonna do is start a bit later and see what the drums do when they don't hear me start at the same time. Alright, so that was something. Again, you're probably saying, okay, that was pretty cool, but those sounded even less like real drums. Now, okay, remember I said this is experimental software? Turns out, warping drum tracks realistically isn't so easy. For now, there are two things we can do to make rvdtw a bit less aggressive. So let's look again at the first song. Now we can load the text score that we saved. And we've got two parameters. The sensitivity parameter controls how easily the warping engages. And the elasticity parameter controls by how much the warping changes. By default, both their values are 1, but we can decrease them and maybe make the drums more stable and less flexible to changes and less likely to jump around, maybe. Let's see how it works. Okay, that concludes this intro. I hope it was interesting enough to make you want to try it out yourself, and let me know what you think. Thanks.